Let's dive into the situation with General Motors. Yes, GM, the giant of American manufacturing, the maker of cars your grandpa adored, and maybe your dad too. Now, they're facing a massive issue. An issue that could see 50,000 jobs, yes, 50,000 disappear. Imagine that, 50,000 lives hanging by a thread. It's enough to make your head spin, or at least make you question the logic behind it all. This isn't just a minor hiccup, folks. This is a potential earthquake, so what's causing this looming disaster? Well, if you listen to the buzz and sometimes the loud cries, a big, ugly tariff war is to blame. Like a bull in a china shop filled with car parts. And jobs, tariffs, those lovely taxes on imported goods are apparently wreaking havoc. Assembly lines are coming to a standstill, production schedules are being torn apart, it's a mess. A big, costly, job-threatening mess. And who bears the brunt? You guessed it. This situation is, to put it mildly, a complete nightmare for GM, and for anyone who depends on them. We're talking about a ripple effect that could be enormous, fantastic, just what the economy needed. General Motors is currently navigating some incredibly challenging operational hurdles. Imagine it as a high-stakes circus performance, but instead of juggling harmless objects, they're handling flaming chainsaws. And one of those chainsaws is marked Tariffs. These aren't just minor setbacks, we're talking about significant threats to their ability to produce cars, which is, after all, their primary business. It's a tough industry, made even tougher by external pressures. Consider the internal conflicts within their supply network. Even their parts suppliers can't always get along. A significant pricing disagreement has emerged, between two key suppliers no less. This isn't just a trivial argument. This could halt the production of their most profitable trucks that likely have parts made more expensive by tariffs. Funny how that keeps coming up. Then there are the external shocks. Factors GM can't directly control, but factors that still manage to hit them hard. What a challenging time to be in charge. Let's take a closer look at GM's supplier challenges, shall we? This is a major point of vulnerability. Picture GM as a massive, hungry entity. Its suppliers are the ones providing a steady stream of crucial car parts. But what happens when the supply becomes scarce, or costly, or simply unavailable? The entity becomes very, very irritable and unproductive. This dependency is a significant headache for them, especially when tariffs complicate everything. Imagine this, a pricing dispute between two suppliers. Just two, sounds minor, right? Wrong. In the interconnected world of automotive manufacturing, this can trigger a catastrophic chain reaction. Suddenly, GM can't get the parts it needs for its big, shiny, money-making trucks. All because two other companies are having a financial disagreement. A disagreement likely worsened by rising costs. Costs that might just be, you guessed it, tariff-related. It's a house of cards, folks, and someone's blowing on it. Hard. And it's not just human disagreements causing chaos, oh no. Let's dive into GM's biggest financial headache, the revenue from their most profitable vehicles. Those massive trucks and SUVs that Americans love. These aren't just vehicles, they're gold mines, rolling, roaring profit generators. And the production issues, driven by supplier problems and those annoying tariffs, are hitting GM hard. Especially in their financial heavyweights like the F-150 IS and Silverados. When supplier conflicts disrupt the production of these high-margin trucks, it's more than just a logistical nightmare, it's a financial crisis. Similarly, when a hurricane like Helene forces plant closures, it's the heavy-duty trucks and popular full-size SUVs that stop being produced. These vehicles are the cornerstone of GM's profitability. They cover the costs, they drive the future, or at least they should, if they can actually be produced. Stopping the production of these crucial vehicles, even briefly, has significant financial repercussions. Think about it. Section 5. Mother Nature and Uncle Sam. A double whammy for GM's sanity. GM isn't just grappling with internal supplier disputes and looming tariffs. Oh no, that would be too straightforward. They also have to deal with Mother Nature's fury. Take Hurricane Helene for example, a swirling vortex of destruction that decided to make an appearance. And when a hurricane hits your suppliers, guess what happens? Your assembly lines come to an unexpected halt. An unpaid, highly inconvenient halt. This is what we call an external shock, a polite term for everything's gone haywire. When Hurricane Helene struck, it wasn't just a minor hiccup, it directly affected GM's car production. Operations had to cease, at two major US plants no less. One in Flint, Michigan, yes, Flint, which produces heavy-duty trucks. The other in Arlington, Texas, where those popular big SUVs are made. Shifts were canceled, workers were sent home. All because the weather decided not to cooperate. Section 6. Operation Keep the Supply Chain Intact, GM's Desperate Measures. Confronted with a mix of supplier disputes, natural calamities, and the constant worry of tariffs, what's a major car manufacturer to do? Well, General Motors is making efforts to get things under control. They're focusing on strengthening their supply chain, making it more robust, less prone to breaking down at the first sign of trouble, which, honestly, is a smart move. Because these days, trouble seems to be the norm, especially with global trade being as unpredictable as it is. They've apparently learned a few lessons from past crises. Remember the global pandemic? Those were challenging times. Well, GM claims they've enhanced their supply chain tracking systems since then. They call it better visibility so they can foresee problems. Hopefully, this allows them to monitor their extensive network of suppliers more effectively, identify weak points, predict bottlenecks, all before everything comes to a standstill and those 50,000 jobs become even more uncertain. Proactive, or, basic crisis management in a world full of tariffs. When disruptions occur, like when Hurricane Helene wreaked havoc on a supplier's factory, GM's purchasing department steps in, led by executives who probably haven't had a good night's sleep in years. They collaborate with the affected suppliers, helping them get back on their feet. Chapter 7. Shock Therapy. GM's bold leap into electric dreams, while navigating tariffs. Amidst all this turmoil, supplier disputes, hurricane disruptions, and tariff troubles, GM is attempting a daring transformation. They're making a significant shift, moving away from those old gas-guzzling vehicles and steering towards a bright, all-electric future. Yes, GM aims to become an EV company. It's a bold ambition, especially when their current business model is under pressure, and when parts for those EVs might also face, you guessed it, tariffs. Part of this grand strategy involves a major overhaul, or as they call it, reallocating resources. For example, they're discontinuing the gas-powered Cadillac XT4 SUV. Production at their Fairfax, Kansas plant is set to cease. Why? To make way for the next-generation Chevrolet Bolt EV. Out with the old, in with the electric. It's a daring move, likely a necessary one, but a move that adds another layer of complexity to their already challenging situation. To turn this electric vision into reality, GM is investing heavily, very heavily. A substantial $390 million is being funneled into the Fairfax facility just to prepare it for the new Bolt EVs, which are expected to start rolling off the line in late 2025. Section 8. The crystal ball is cloudy and probably tariffed. GM's wild ride ahead. So, what lies ahead for General Motors? If their crystal ball is anything like mine, it's probably a bit hazy, and has a few made-in-China stickers that might soon face tariffs. Their vision is clear: an all-electric lineup. That's their North Star, their guiding principle, their big ambitious goal, phasing out the old, embracing the new. It's a noble mission, but the journey is filled with challenges, like economic uncertainty and potential trade wars. This shift to electric has real consequences for real people. As plants like Fairfax stop making gas cars to retool for EVs, workers face layoffs. Around 1,695 employees in Fairfax, for example. GM says it's temporary. They plan to recall them when Bolt production starts in late 2025. We'll see. It's a tough transition, a necessary one perhaps for long-term survival. But tough nonetheless, especially if those EV jobs require different skills. Or if tariffs on EV components make the whole venture less profitable. This workforce realignment isn't unique to GM.